Hey, this is the Chill Conservative Bro. You want to talk today about Don Lemon, Mr. DL, shown in the picture right here. Mr. Somebody called him the Dollar General Obama. I hear that and see that his label on his microphone looks like the Dollar General label. So I'm not sure exactly where and why he chose that one out of all labels, but comment down below or your thoughts, like above. Are we gonna continue? I'm not sure. I think it sounds funny, a DL, dollar store, but the dollar store man. Yeah. I'm not knocking anybody here that goes to dollar stores, but I don't know, man. It just sounds funny that somebody like Don Lemon buying. He got like matter of fact, it's weird actually. I gonna say like a bootleg copy just to put some words and context into it. Not sure if the best words would be artificial, labels or artificial or kind of like a scraping by, putting some pieces. He found this off of a news article and another one off of a magazine and just cut it together and or he wanted to name it off of his favorite store to shop at, and took the same exact lettering. I don't know. It just sounds funny though, kind of like if somebody, let's say, you see Elon Musk in Dollar Tree or something. Yeah, one of those guys who millionaires and they got holes in their shoes and stuff and they're still using them. Yeah. I mean, you can be frugal, man, with without any commentary from the shoes. The shoes do not have to say anything. But even though we're gonna keep this on the DL, guys, just like Don Lemon's name initials. Right, we're gonna keep this on the down low. It's the secret between me and you. Dollar General man. But I think it's pretty sad that it's like he blames a randomized agent. It seems like, right, for whatever tragic situation that may be going on in his life, whether it's a relationship of some sort, whether it's an economical issue, whether it's a restriction issue, or whatever issue that he has, he seems to blame it on a random man who's not even an ICE agent. He's a Homeland Security man that from what I hear on the news, he was basically like a lawyer that worked over there, so all he dealt was paperwork. He wasn't even like the actual lawyer in court cases. There's somebody in the background just filing papers. And ICE agents are specific people that are working in ICE and arresting people. There's other departments that people just work on the phones. There's people that, so that's one thing. Another thing, this ICE agent has absolutely nothing to do. So you just go to random, I mean, I hope this isn't the case. Allegedly go to, just because you're staying in one place in Minnesota or you go there, now you want to pick somebody to harass on the state. And, illegally enter and force, a sort of hold somebody against their will. They could not, you had them so close. You was putting your hands on the pastor and things of that nature as well. Like you holding on his shoulders and telling him not to. I'm gonna keep that on a DL. Mr. Don Lemon, the Don. Um, oh God, Lemon. It sounds funny though, man. But like out of all people, somebody with the name Lemon. This is somebody might say a little bit of a lemon case right here. That is called an unlawful arrest. Same way someone detains you somewhere and forcibly blocks or intrudes in any way, whether it's a locked door, whether it's cuffs, whether it's anything of that sort, and even blocking your way, like you want to move and you can't, and they want to do something to you, whether it's rob or touch or, whatever, that is called an arrest. Your reasoning behind the arrest, you can talk to that with the judge or any courtroom, like, and go about that way, Mr. Lemon. It doesn't have to be that way. I would think somebody with millions of dollars or, yes, millions of dollars, you would think he's happily married, right? He gets to travel. A lot of people do not get to travel as much as Don Lemon. I'm not sure what he does, what else he might or might not do on the side. But if he doesn't, that is still an opportunity. You get to travel. How much people working 9 to 5s are not traveling? How much people not traveling, period? This is part of your job. Walking down, whatever, like, this is absolutely vastly unnecessary and pushing the envelope very far up places that people shouldn't push anything towards. So this is not a great situation to be in, especially with millions of dollars in your account. Even if somebody else that is not in your, that's the thing. Somebody else, if you got this idea from somebody who is not a millionaire, who is not in the best capacity to make a decision for every type of individual, it's like, hey, these are people that you might see get mad on a riot or something. Yeah, this is one of those situations where it looks good. Oh yeah, yeah, and let's say he pushes somebody or a cop or something. Everything looks good until someone goes to jail and loses their job or have to go to court and be sued or have to go to jail and have that on your record, and you got another reason to make you mad in a hard life. And for most people, that can be, but if you something happens to you with your status, your millions, your fame, it's gonna hurt a lot more. So this is pretty crazy. I see it says right here on a video, it says that he says that you are effing garbage, and it says I hate Christians. Do you believe that somebody of another religion, whether it's a Muslim, would you can talk to like that, and you can go to a church and all the pastors is gonna be that patient with you, and everybody's gonna be, very respectful. And if not, why don't you go over there and do the same thing? Why don't you go so this is what I'm not understanding. Um, Joel, a loving pastor, loving, you know, try to attack people who minding their business, and chose to use the right to arrest for and so I would like to ask, if possible, for what reason did you decide to perform an arrest? Nobody, a random person can't go into a random person and start demanding stuff. That this can be possibly used allegedly as a threat, as a can be used as, a form of trying to demand something of a substance of value of, defamation of many other things that, I personally would rather relax on my TV and watch a reporter on the TV than watch a reporter do these types of things. Everything's going good with you, your family, your situation. I would assume you'd be on a beach somewhere, maybe on a yacht with your millions and enjoying it, instead of having to seem to be in these types of situations. For what? If everything was perfect, would you have anything to report on? Would maybe I don't like these laws either, or I said laws. The way ICE is going about certain things, because the passport thing. Not even going to discuss too much, but it is like, if someone gets sued, whether it's you, whether it's them, whether it's the police, whether it's ICE, every single ICE agent is not beating people up on the street. And there was one, maybe Minneapolis is just a crazy place, and for example, 'cause I don't see that here, or a lot of places where ICE is just taking people on bikes and stuff. I mean, that's just a place where you don't put on your map a visitation to, I don't even know anybody from over there, and you call it a day. Or maybe this is a time somebody can get paid. There could be a lawsuit for whatever side or whatever's going on. Don't stop preventing people from making their money or getting justice done. This is what I'm not understanding. As a person who voted for the party you voted for, do you have faith in the system that they put in place? Because most Minneapolis included have voted for decades the same color, same party, same banner, and if every single person was Democrat, would your problems be solved and you'd be happy? Would you love, right, America? Well, would you finally say, I love America? America is the place to be. Home, sweet home. America. Would you wear a flag of the American flag if every single person became a Democrat? Would you be happy? Would you love the economy? Would you love the laws? These are laws put place by, you know, a lot of these laws people are mad at. There was Democrat, there was Obama in office, there was Biden in office. You had Clinton, you had like some type of, I'm gonna say, like Obama and Clinton. Those was like high um list names of Democrats. Like, remember, not even gonna say too much, but those are people like memorable people in power. And to this day, Hillary Clinton has benefited some because of, or maybe a lot, if not all and everything, of that name, the Clinton. Because you would have never been president, I think it'd just be a random name on a list, random person nobody knows, nobody heard of, nobody, just somebody with a laugh to the public eye. I don't know about the millionaires' eyes or people that, you know, frequent going to the White House or anything like that. I'm not aware of. I'm not interested even, or too interested. I don't see a reason right now to be. And I say, if whoever was in charge in the heydays couldn't get this issue resolved, and there was like Bill Clinton was not the same as, let's say, Biden or somebody, just any old guy. Hey, okay, JFK, memorable guy. Hey, I mean, I think we should just leave this to people with experience in dealing with multiple people, especially rich people. We need problem solvers now, peacemakers with people who don't want to make peace. I have no idea what to say, what not to say about the opposite. If peace can be had, we're gonna have it, and if it's better to separate, some might call divide, but separate from things that are not conducive to everybody. I think this is the main issue. People, for the sake of everybody, if millions of lives will be saved because of one person or two that don't want to put their masks on. I mean, even Biden was telling people to put their mask on, for example. So if something happens to those few and laws are implemented and everybody else's life is safe, then that is the main issues. People wanting to put a few, they want to put pleasure and things. That is the main issue, and I'm not sure what would make them feel so uncomfortable from the position that they are coming from. Like it's just the best, the greatest side, the winning side, the the dream team, the dream team decision. You know that like this is stuff that you're not gonna win $1 million, man. Like just there is no competition. There is no trophy. There is absolutely nothing but echoes and anger and problems from going this way about politics, about situations you don't like, about you know uh, anger of the economy is not gonna make somebody super happy all of a sudden. It doesn't mean automatically the best strategist, the best people automatically decide, had the best idea just because you didn't like the economy. You can promote that type of stuff to happen, but at the end of the day, this is not a win for America. It's not a win for the country. And these types of the minimum first of people more important than the Mac or the rich first. I don't know what exactly is in his mind. And he feels like he's an aristocrat kind of individual now, or yeah, because this is pretty, pretty like wow, very surprising. Like, would he have done this if he was an employee at CNN? What if he was sweeping floors instead of reporting? These are questions that I am asking to people here in the comment section, people viewing this. Thank you, everybody. That's all. And like above, subscribe above if you like and appreciate the content, and comment below your thoughts, and I'll catch you next time.